Hannibal-LaGrange University celebrated homecoming this past weekend. Hello everyone, and welcome to this edition of Newsbeat. I'm Brenda Mata. We will get to that story in just a minute, but first, Hannibal-LaGrange University hosted their annual Booster Gala event on Saturday night. The gala was held in the Rollin Fine Arts Center. The evening included a meet and greet with snacks and desserts, alumni awards, Dr. Matz as the speaker, and a few songs from the HLGU choir. Director of Alumni Services, Lauren Yao, says that the gala is not only a fundraiser, but a chance to thank boosters and alumni for their support.
It's a fundraiser, but it's also what we like to call a friend-raiser. So just a nice thing to do for the community, get them on campus, get alumni back to talk to their friends and family, and it's just a fun event that we can hold here on campus.
About 250 people attended this year's Booster Gala, which beats Yao's goal of 200. Yao says she is encouraged by the amount of people who came out in support of the university. The HLGU men's and women's basketball teams faced off in non-conference matchups on homecoming Saturday. The men's team played a competitive game against the Vikings of Missouri Valley College. At the end of the first half, the Trojans led the Vikings by 6. Despite winning the second half, the Vikings fell short. The Trojans won the contest 65-61. One factor that proved beneficial for the Trojans was their three-point shooting. They outshot the Vikings by 6% and made 4 more threes. The women's team played the Culver Stockton Wildcats. For the second time this season, the Trojans found themselves down early. They faced an 11-point deficit after the first quarter. The women were never able to get out of the hole. At the end of the game, the Wildcats won with a score of 85-52. Two positives for the Trojans were first, half shooting and rebounding. They shot 50% from the field in the first half and out-rebounded the Wildcats by 13. The season is young for both Trojan teams. The pair play their next home game Saturday, November 19th, against Harris Stowe University. Speaking of that upcoming home game, the HLGU men's and women's basketball teams will be showing their support for Toys for Tots. The HLGU men's and women's basketball teams will donate 1 basketball per player to Toys for Tots in support of this organization. The community is also encouraged to bring a toy to the game this Saturday, November 19th. Free admission will be given to those who bring a new unwrapped toy.
So the basketball teams are donating basketballs because 1, we're passionate about helping kids in our communities, and 2, we just love basketball and we want to be able to spread that love with these kids this Christmas season.
Be sure to come out and support the HLGU men's and women's basketball teams and the kids in our community. Students at Hannibal-LaGrange University celebrated the end of homecoming week with a homecoming jam that took place after the men's and women's basketball games. The event was organized by the Student Life Department. Student Activities Director Seth Bray says the homecoming jam was a great way for students to come together.
We have stuff like cornhole, hillbilly golf, we have s'mores, hot chocolate, popcorn. We set up a little photo booth thing. We have ping pong and pool, just like normal. We're doing a pie eating competition. We're bobbing for apples, and then we're going to have a pumpkin smashing thing later on tonight.
The homecoming jam also included an announcement on which dorm won the Trojan War. The annual Trojan War competition consists of different events planned throughout the fall semester. Students from each dorm on campus can choose to compete in these events and gain points for their dorm. The dorm with the highest amount of points wins the Trojan helmet for the rest of the school year. Student Activities Director Seth Bray announced the winning dorm for this school year. The men's dorm, Fletcher North, took first place with 2,210 points. The female dorm, Kleckner, came in at a close second with 2,030 points. In other news, the HLGU Theater Department prepares a new production for this fall. Instead of a full-length play, 3 students have directed one-act plays, each with its own genre. The fall one-acts will start with a drama, then a comedy, and then will end with a tragedy. Watching the one-acts will give the audience a unique experience. Each will include a different cast and creative insight from each director. Abaya Carlson, one of the student directors involved with the one-acts, says she is excited to bring the comedy to life through directing.
Well, I love being a director because you kind of get to work with people, which is really fun, and you get to draw things out of them, and you get to just be a part of an experience where you get to watch them grow as a person and gain confidence in their acting, which is super exciting. And ultimately, it's just really fun to collaborate with people and just do it all for God's glory.
The Fall One Acts will be happening on November 17th, 18th, and 19th at 7 p.m. Tickets are $10 each and can be purchased at the door at 6 p.m. Doors will open at 6:30 p.m. And finally, Andre Chiard is hoping to bring more awareness to his foundation's needs and goals. Chiard spoke to the members of the Hannibal Kiwanis this week to discuss his foundation's mission. The foundation helps kids from around the area by being a positive influence in their lives. The foundation has weekly Bible studies and provides mentors for the students.
What do? We teach them biblical principles. We feed the kids free meals, and we just take them to do fun activities, anything to keep them out of trouble and steer them in the right direction.
For more information on how you can get involved, visit the website or you can call them at 573-795-0374. That's all for this edition of Newsbeat. Until next time, I'm Brenda Mata. Thanks for watching.